Hello everybody, hopefully my stream's going live. Today I'm going to be running the Liches and Legends gauntlet that just released. Um, Thank you to the Azure Wolves and my wonderful guildmates for letting me borrow their gauntlet, as I'm too broke to afford it myself. So we will be running this today. We're going to try to get the badge that comes with it. Am I live here? I am. I'm a little bit behind. That is a-okay. Just went live on Twitch. It's good to know. So, we're gonna run it. We're gonna see what's up. My stream. First of all, let us see. Can I share the stream? We're gonna copy this real quick. We're gonna go to Discord. Stream drop. Drop this. And yes, we are doing the gauntlets, not the actual PvP today. If you would like to join, you're more than welcome to. The more the merrier. Let me share my stream through Discord. Self-promotions. Stream drop. Cherry stream. Send those three. And so, I guess we should head on in. I might get a ping or two from Discord later, and we will see what comes about. I will do a complete run through of the dialogue and all that once, and then for every additional run afterwards, I will skip through the entire dialogue.
Come, join us in a game unlike any you've ever played. A game of magic. We're only playing the best game in the spiral, that's what. A game of choice, discovery, and advanced mathematics, called Liches and Legends. Oh, I've heard all the jokes. It's just nerd stuff. It promotes pro-lich heresies. That Deb wastes all their time on their silly games. Those people need to get out more. If you want to play, it's very simple. I'll be running the adventure, telling you the story as you explore dark tunnels and fight monsters. Your goal is to reach the treasure at the end. But which end? That depends. Check the character bios and pick your role.
Okay, so there are 6 characters you get to play. If you come in without a full party, there will be certain characters that will automatically fill in your thing. Grok, Tuskstabber, One Thumb, T-Lock, and Granny Ravenblood being those 3 that will fill in. If you're playing one of those 3, then Longer Wind Whisper will join you. The Bard here is only playable if you've completed all 5 of the other ones. So that is what I will be doing. I'll be starting with one of those ones, finishing all 5, and then hoping to get back here and be able to craft the gear that will... It looks cool and is just cool. So that is what I'm going for. Also, if you unlock the Bard, there is a secret boss. The boss is really hard, but it drops unique treasure cards that are these 6's natural attack. So, I'm going to start with One Thump Elock. He is the fighter. He's a Storm Life.
He's a level-headed leader and the heaviest hitter.
Now, I'm going to show you what is the quickest way to do this. I ran through this... Oh wait, I said I was going to stick to the dialogue. Oops.
At last you arrive, wearied from your trek through the bog of misery, where you fought the beast of 20 torments and took its key of agony. But 'twas that key that granted you mighty adventurers entry to this, the dungeon of unhappy experiences.
Quite. They should have enlisted the aid of one such as I, versed in the nomenclature arts.
Rock unhappy. Name ring true.
Indeed. There is a dark evil here. Something unholy abides in these crypts.
That would be the Leash King whose grave we've come to plunder. Did none of you read the briefing packets I prepared?
Grok read.
Thank you, Grok. You are the only one. Just you and Nefertus.
Yes, I feel your power, Master. The disciples of the Skinless King are here to raise you once more so that you may inflict sweet oblivion on the world.
We should probably stop that.
Like Cyrus, we came here for riches. Forget the liches. Oi, let's stay on task. Straight on to the vaults.
If dark powers are about to be raised, we'll need the blessings of the Dirt Mother to withstand them. I hear her call down this path.
The choice is yours. The destination is the same, the Lich King's buried treasure, but the route is up to you.
So, first of all, pet spells are not allowed. So, if I had a pet that casts spells as May casts, they wouldn't work. The second thing, my spell deck is completely unique. These spells do not show up, and I will only get this polymorph deck. All other stats are void. There are 3 paths. For sake of names, I will do A, B, and C. The A path... Yeah, that is going to be the problem. A path is always going to be a cheat that we can remove. No, sorry. B path is always going to be a cheat we can remove. A path is more cards, and B path is defeating a boss. I'm going to stick to the middle path, so we'll go B, C, A in that order, for the purpose of it is the quickest way to finish it.
Oh, blessed Dirt Mother, giver of life and worms, we seek your aid.
To say nothing of the 13 or so divines.
I did say nothing of the 13 or so fairy tales.
This from the Dirt Worshipper.
Dirt contains the 11 sacred nutrients.
Guys, I think they got our blessing.
And this is what happens when you don't entreat the 13 or so divines correctly.
This is what happens when you bring them up at all.
I do not care about the religious... Yeah. So... I'm assuming if you did BBC... Why can't I? Okay. That's a little strange. If you did BBC, then you got 2 cheats and a boss. If I think correctly. Because B is always going to be the cheat. And C is always going to be the boss. Even though they'll rotate where they are on the actual map. But for sake of quickness, the middle run is always going to be fastest. As this... Oh, I know why I can't cast them. I forgot to pick up mana. I do wish that they gave the spells in this Beast Moon Light event, the quicker. I'll pick up mana after the first fight. But, yeah. You want me to spam the 3 spells that I have? Well, that means I can cast, I believe, a whopping 3 spells this entirety of each fight. And it will not be possible to win the final fight. Well, I'm now officially out of castable spells. Gartok over there is by far the best form. Yeah. Now it's just pass spam until they die. Actually, I don't think a manaless playthrough of this would be possible. Because these guys already die basically every other fight. Doing it manaless would just mean that I lose to any bosses. I might have to flee and restart this for the sole sake of needing to hit. So I'm going to flee and restart it. Luckily, The wonderful thing about this dungeon, when you restart a fight, you only restart that fight. There we go. So we're going to start off with this. And we hit the best possible. Oh, that's good. I wish there was a way to organize your setup. Let us send this. Let's see. What's our next move? They have 350. So I'm gonna do a 50. Because his dot should basically kill in 2 rounds. And I can start hitting other guy. So, this is going to leave the blessed beetle there with a 300 dot. Doing more or less the same. This is going to deal 200, and I'm going to start it on that guy. And I just realized that I'm getting it now. How much does this deal again? So that guy's just dead. This sets up my conditional, but I should have just waited to use. Because now I can't use a 300 hit. It does give me a revive though, so... Oh, I gained a pip, so... I mean, I don't have one. You're dead. You're gonna hit me, but I'm not gonna. At least I know. I need more pip and one pip up. I'm gonna send this. I do kind of wish that I could know what order they're in. I think we can pretty much go here. Let's see. That one. Now we get a wonderful
Yes.
blessing of a dirt.
Already I feel the darkness in this place diminishing.
Still seems pretty drab to me, mates. What is that bit of shiny?
The inscription reads, "The relic of eternal Avernus, King of Liches."
Whatever it is, hang on to it. Sounds like it might heal or revive, maybe. Let's see what else we can find.
That's the revive cheat. Arguably one of the things that you pretty much have to get. Also, you can get gold from it here through chests.
You arrive in a chamber that's somehow darker than before. Darker, but not empty. It's filled with the echoing laughter of the distant Nefertus. And you know what these chortles signify. The Lich King of Avernus, long thought dead and sealed in this tomb, would rise again. Also, there's a guy in here. Let's call him Guy Pathfinder.
Oh, thank Crackle you're here. Me mates and I were clearing some old tunnels just exploring, you know? And then we found them.
I don't suppose them is jewels.
Them is Deep Spawn.
Ah, of course them is.
We came seeking treasure, a ward, but we found a nest, and the hateful demons have blocked my fellows into a dead end.
Yes, in the name of light and divinity, we must aid these poor benighted souls.
No, smush bug nest, or they keep coming.
Good points, both of you, truly, with the smushing and heroism. Mayhap, though, we'd better seek the treasure these fellows were seeking.
As before, the choice is yours.
So, the boss that we can get rid of here is the most annoying boss in the entire fight. We're going to get rid of it. Because if we don't...
Bugs to smush. We pledge ourselves to your service, Rise, King of Avernus.
Are the Deep Spawn enthralled by the chanting?
That's probably not ideal.
Ideal spawn is smooshed spawn. We must crush their queen.
This boss is the most annoying boss in the final fight, other than King of Avernus himself. Specifically, if he decides that waking up and spamming a well, not spamming, but getting reborn is a good idea. We got lucky there. That is a hidden trap, and that we can get from the hidden boss. It's a shift spell, but it's actually quite decent. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to good 100 hits are good. That's a 300 dot. That shield is greatly appreciated. This is a hidden blade, meaning that they can heal for better now. They're at less than 100. Well, less than the... They're dead next turn. So I'm going to start hitting the Deep Spawn Queen. Yes. So you did a BAB run, meaning you got 2 of the blessings and 1 of the spell upgrades. The spell upgrade that I would recommend is the last one, which is the blast right through. It gives fusion spells that are amazing, and the base spell from them are just as amazing. And while the shadow is good, I'm not going to try to lie or anything like that. It's not a spell upgrade. You should have found that you had new spells from the crew. When you saved the crew, you should have found that you had some new spells. I don't know who you were playing, but you would have ended up with some new people. Not some new people, but some new spells that you could have cast. So I know Grok here gets a 600 elephant, 600 damage elephant for saving the crew. Yeah, they all get a spell. So the A path, I guess it would be, always gets a spell. Running only A is not a bad idea, but it is certainly not the most optimal route. And depending on who you're playing, it can just be straight up horrible. This is not a revive. And they're not using the revive, okay. Okay, let's see. You're not doing anything, you're trapping, you're doing that. Okay. I'm thinking that Nalanga over there is going to heal me. Oh, and now our enemy is also healing. That's always fun. Yep. So I'm getting revived, meaning we are gonna actually win this fight. I do really kind of wish that they had used speeded up animations for the fight, but they did not. So the queen is dead. We do not need the more, but oh well.
Fear me, tiny insects of the world. Scuttle to
And
Also, if you didn't see, Wizards101 tweeted out a code. So if you put, I believe it's legendary liches in their website, you can redeem one of those packs.
From deep and dark I hear you heart, my king of earnest. Rise again, ye lord of sin, my king of earnest.
The terrible chanting grew louder and darker and more resonant, as though a million mouths now cried out for Avernus, Lich King of old, to return. And through the dim hall, the yawning abyss of shadow, you thought you could hear the creaking of ancient bones. The chant had been answered. Fortunately, one of you had an idea.
I have an idea.
Cut and run? Solid plan. Right behind you, love.
No. I believe our best chance to purge this evil is to catch it unawares. Perhaps this tunnel
You did this one,
circles
which
round
would have
behind.
gotten you the shadow cheat.
Oh, Grok, not scheme, not hide. We smash straight through. Grok smells enemies this way.
This is the A path here, so this one would have gotten you the upgrade.
Last time Grok smelled enemies, we walked headlong into an army. We know Nefertus is chanting down this tunnel. He should be our target.
And that's another
Make
boss.
the choice, my friends.
Again, the smartest decision here, at least on my runs, and is to smash straight through.
Hold in the name of the great Averna.
No halt. Smash.
This gives you a fusion spell and the fusion material for it. It's just quite good. We're gonna start off with this. If I remember correctly, the fusion spell I get from this can deal an upwards I believe its base is 600 for 2 pips, and it has an upward of 900 for 2 pips. Black gets a hit him stone for, I believe, 100 damage, deal 300 damage for 0 pips. Also, by fusing his new spell with this, he gets a 900 damage dot. That deals a lot of damage. This one's probably gonna deal. There's another one of those that deals a lot of damage. Rock and Nalanga are unironically the best 2 characters. Gauntlet. Besides the Bard. The Bard can solo pretty much anything. They seem to like targeting me. Luckily, I am getting revived here. So I'm gonna start damaging this guy, but I need to heal. So I'm dead again. Or is this only a 50? No, that is a 75. So, at least one of them is dead now. But at the same time, so am I. This is probably another AoE. Yep. Making sure damage ain't done. So I'm getting revived. This should be 100 damage. Thanks to the weakness. No, 125. I misstretched it. I'm gonna get rid of you and you, and I'm gonna send the Wild Strike because I need to deal as much damage as possible before this inevitably kills me. Because this here is doing 100 damage. Sorry, 125. The other damage dealer is now dead. I forgot just how bad this fight is. I kinda need this. Yeah, I'm gonna need the heal. A 2-pip AoE will deal 125, and I need more than that. Luckily, our healer is getting healed. Somewhat. But does she have more than 75 health? Or are we just gonna have to... We're just gonna have to accept the fact that our healer died. I'm gonna do that. So Malonga's gonna get 100 HP here. And she's going to survive. Okay. Smart move on Malonga's part to start spamming. About 100. Okay. So that's about a total of 100. They should still be fine. So that's about 25. That'll be 50. I'll be doing 175 plus 50, so we should still be barely killing, but killing. And there's that.
You are too late.
Now, if I open my polymorph deck, I can show you that I just got this new Unleash spell. It is a 2-pip 125 AoE. It's the only AoE that I know of that is in the game. I don't think it, yeah, it still doesn't show you the fusion formula, but there is a fusion formula along with it for it. Oh wait.
Finally, you have come to fulfill your great duty.
Nay, vile phantasm. We are not here to serve you, or to be sacrificed to you, but to defy you.
And thus is your great purpose. The heroes come to vanquish the dread beast. What grander purpose is there?
I sense a twist coming.
Your defiance gives hope to the world. A hope which your deaths will dispel.
And there it is.
In hope's void will breed despair. It will spread a dark miasma that will cloud every heart as I burn every realm, leaving naught but soot and misery.
Ah! Over our dead bodies. Dead body?
Precisely. Your deaths will be the cornerstone of my great reign, of my night infernal.
Grog, stand, Night Infernal!
Eloquent as always, Grok. Come on, team. Let's be heroes. Oi.
So, in this fight, the strategy is simple. We kill the Earl, we kill Nefaritus, we kill King Avernus. This is our wonderful thing. It is a 500 damage spell. That's 75, that's 100. I'm going to unleash it
You
because
have my relic of eternal Avernus? No!
now I do have to warn you that the first time that King Avernus is hit, he will receive one of these shields every time he's hit, and it is not, it's not the most fun thing. But having a spell that almost, that 2 shots this guy is really good. I'm going to do that again, just in case he ever decides to actually... Oh, he's actually using the crush spell.
Medallion of Shadow Summon, bring me a throne from the void.
This is a problematic treatment used on us. It's an AoE. It doesn't deal as much damage as some spells do, but it is still a bit of a problem. And he used it on the wrong person.
Emblem of Avernal shielding, protect me.
So it does look like boosts have been added to these guys.
Avernus casts gut punch of paralysis. Does it succeed?
Ah, the feet. Is this a
Does
death?
succeed. You take damage.
Yeah. So he's gonna do that on the key. I want to do that. I'm gonna keep my second Maselka until I get a heal on me. So I'm going to do this, which is a 200, 175, thanks to that. No, but it is a 200 because of boost. I forgot about that.
Emblem of Avernal shielding, protect me.
There, you get rid of that. That deals a considerable amount of damage. And then we're gonna take a considerable amount of damage from this. Luckily I got the revive, so anybody who dies here will not be dead permanently.
King Avernus casts Gut Punch of Paralysis. Does it succeed? It fails!
So that is the afterlife effect that was cast over here. There is a vigil glitch where these three will lose their afterlife effect glow, but that didn't actually happen. They still have said afterlife. Okay, so I'm going to do this.
Emblem of a vernal shielding, protect me.
That is the fusion spell. Yeah. That's the fusion spell between Seraph and Dark Seraph, which no longer gets. This is the 50 damage for 300 damage spell. Or 25 for 275. So I can now do this.
Emblem of a vernal shielding, protect me.
This is unfortunately not as good as I would like it to be. Thanks to
King Avernus casts Gut Punch of Paralysis. Does it
let me get a critical fail. We did not. We got a critical success.
critical success? You are stunned.
So this is just the best bet. Deals the most amount of damage. While it sets up the shield, doesn't matter as much.
vernal shielding, protect me.
Should be doing about, yeah. I'm dead here, but any damaging spell from them kills a furnace. So, and because well, actually no, wait, I have a revive on, so I'll be fine. And that is why the revive is the best.
Emblem of a vernal shielding, protect me.
I believe. I mean, it's minus a good chunk. But it's enough.
No undead king can defeat Grok.
And at least 7 have tried. Good work.
Yes.
Ah!
Yes, yeah.
I must concur with Pharaoh.
Oh well, I had already skipped through it. Now, I'm going to show you where the secret boss is, in case you do not know. That if you go up to here after...
Go away! No one is allowed into the Skinless King's re-birthday party, save his loyal followers and entertainment.
And if you were playing as the bard, you would say, oh, well, I am the entertainment. And you would be able to go in. So, you pick up the treasure, and we finish.
Thus, the Lich King was defeated, his return halted, and our heroes justly rewarded. But what of their other choices this adventure? Just after you left, the Dirt Mother arrived to offer her blessing. Finding no one, she assumed it a prank, and never answered a prayer for 1,000 years. With the deep spawn nest closed, new explorers dug without fear. They eventually found a slurry of liquid fossils, but nothing of value. So impressed were the Avernites with your battle prowess, they forsook their vows and proclaimed themselves the Guardians of Grok. And that's Liches and Legends. Not bad, right? A nice diversion from the tedious rigmarole of magical schoolwork. Anyway, best get back to it. I don't know about you, but my assignments are piling up. Till next time!
Okay. Quickly, did I get any of the pieces of gear? I want to assume that the answer is no. I already had that. It's not good, if I remember correctly. It's -1 accuracy. -4 overall damage. Yeah. But I did not get it. Not get any of the robes. Not get any of these. Now, I do have the one wand, but I got that from the loyalty store. It is just worse than the Trendy Kai umbrella. So I got the Death Dirk. And none of the rest. So I want the gear because it just looks cool. It costs a lot of graph paper though. There's the level 100 one, and then there's the level 171. The would subtract my power pip chance and my shad chance. It would give me more HP and more crit block. Give me more pierce, but less of everything else. Still looks amazing. Again, not really worth it. This gives healing instead of power pip. Not worth it. The clasp. This one I could get behind. Well, it gives a square, not a circle. Maybe the ring. Again, not really worth it. And the deck. If I didn't want... Well, this one gives HP at the cost of other things. And also gives me a stabilize. Oh well. None of it's good, but it does look cool. I don't know if there's actually anybody. Is there an A and a B set? Okay, so I need this. So I'm assuming that the Hedron of Legendopia. So it gives an off-school wand hit, and you can convert it to an on-school wand hit. You would also give up 3 damage and Chad rating. You would get more HP though. I mean, I'm gonna craft it because I want the A piece and not the B piece. Obviously. But that is one run down. Are we going back to... I personally do not have the gauntlet. One of my guild mates in the Azure Wolves uses it. Okay, so they're currently busy, meaning that they're in the dungeon. Visit castle, friends. We're going to speed through it. Oh. One of our buddies. Our buddies is here, I guess. Let's see, does he want to do it? Or is... Is there somebody in Discord who ping to me? No. Okay, well, I'm gonna head on in if he decides that he wants to join. Then, oh well. I'm going to save the easiest two ones for last.
We're only playing the... You're...
And then we're gonna just skip through this. So I'm actually gonna do what I think to be one of the hardest ones next, which is Roderick. Just because he doesn't actually have any really good hit and stuff. Most of his stuff is bombs and the like. So he's not the best. But he's okay. And you give up Nyla, Wind Whisperer, arguably one of the best people to have in the time to be somebody else. So we're gonna start with this because getting the dot on him early is better than nothing. Now, while they chip down that one, my goal is going to be to debuff spam the ever-living hell out of the other one. Because it is just bad. So I'm just going to start spamming this on the Blessed Beetle. Because we want that weakness on it. And the first beetle is already as good as dead. We also now got all of the conditionals on that one. So he did pass, which means we get to set up a second one. Meaning that if we get a 0 pip, we can actually use our weakness aura. That looks good. This already does barely any damage and is now dealing even less. Of course, it does boost on me since I'm deaf. Let us under cut him. Now, I am going to keep an eye on when Doll starts his stream, because I am going to invite him to do this with me on stream. And I think that would be fun and a good idea. So that's what I'm going to do. It might bring more people to my stream, but most of all,
We may not get the blessing of the Dirt Mother, but this thing should be useful.
okay.
You arrive.
Ha! Bug's too smooth.
So again, we're going to use a similar strategy. We're going to try to get a bomb dot on the deep spawn first thing, and then just basically pile drive deep spawn with to get it. Also, Lyax, if you're still lurking, and if you would like to join me, you're more than welcome to. Also, if you would like, if you have any friends that would like to, they can join. The more the merrier. I am now at the point where spamming the bomb. we're going to now just spam backstab. Because at the chance that I think I need to start using my bombs on the person that is not getting spam. I am going to backstab here because depending on how lucky I get, I might get to keep a shield. If I keep a shield, I get a 300 die. Ooh, but now I have a tough problem. Do I use my 400 bomb dot in 3 turns? Or do I'm gonna make sure that they don't get a good hit. I'm much more likely to keep the shield now that more people are attacking. Especially with how heavily debuffed they are. Ah, this one. This deals a lot of damage. Not anymore, but it did. Okay, so I'm going to under. That would be a minus 100 on whatever that usually does. My goal is to get the badge for defeating it the correct amount of times. So that is unfortunate. Let's see how much heal. That was not enough. That's 250 trap. That was basically just 150. Actually, they might win here.
insects
There we
of the
go.
world. Scuttle to shadows and scream the name.
And may
Let us heal all the way up. And then let us head on into our final 2 fights. Let us So we don't have the first thing here, so we're going to start with this. We're just going to boost them on that guy. So that's 200 damage already on him. That could be a shield. No, that is a heal. Meaning he can do 300 damage next turn if he uses the right card. AoE off the bat. Decreased damage thanks to my weakness. That dealt a whopping 25 damage. Time to start another one. He is likely blade as you need to hit. If he does that, I will get a minus 50 aura on him. That's the total 600 damage already. That's the hit and trap. That's that. That means we get to Tainted Dagger him. And he is no longer a threat. At least for a few rounds. Let us see. That is the headless horseman. This is going to deal a lot of damage, but the bladed guy is not going to kill. So that guy's just dead. So it's actually going to be better to do something along the lines of this. Get me back up to the max. Oh wait, I forgot that was a minus 100. You might not be dead. Oh, he's dead now. Do literally anything. This guy's gonna AoE. Absolutely no damage. Maybe 25 damage to our lives because so we're going to then get some more damage off this guy by debuffing him. That's one down and 2 to go. One to go, I guess. This is gonna kill one thump. I guess there was technically something I could do about that, but I didn't. This is going to be a previous 300 dot. It's plus 50, but it's also minus 25. So. That's feeling black. I have this. But I think this is just better. I'd say the bomb maybe next, depending on what he does. This is an 100. It's going down by 50, so this is really good. it's a 75, sorry, not double. Would be a 250. Yay. Here's the next one. One. This is just pure damage. Yep. I'm going to try to just kill him fast. I'll just do 125. And then 175 total. And that his is a 100, but it's fine, so it's 275 total. And a trap that's going to buff that. Which might be able to just kill. Forgot about the off, that would have been. So I can kill here with basically anything, right? Yeah.
You are too late. The Lich King rises to bring...
Okay. That's that. That's just a simple beat the ever-living hell out of this guy. I think this is what I want for now. And then next time it comes up.
Relic of eternal Avernus? No!
Next time we get the wings is when we... $300 of 1,000. It's 400 of 1,000. And you have 600 more. So that's 350. I'm gonna do that. I would like him to save the 600 for the person that actually needs it. So us two should kill here. This is 200 and 350. if I calculated that correctly. I might not have. Yeah, I did not. So he did just raise to 600. I mean, if nothing else, they're all taking 100 damage.
King Avernus casts Gut Punch of Paralysis. Does it succeed? It fails!
They're both going to take 100 damage. They're that much closer to death. Now I'm going to do that. A decent amount of damage. Yeah, because he cast the last turns of this turn. So, do I have another? Do not. So, it's time for this.
Emblem of Avernal shielding, protect me.
Oh, he got targeted that one. Oh, my girlfriend's going. Oh. Yep. I don't know why. No, we can. Those just went live. Is he already in it? I'm assuming. Probably. Yeah.
King Avernus casts Gut Punch of Paralysis. Does it succeed?
Oh, yeah.
It does succeed. You take damage.
We're gonna raid him. And then, so we got that on him, and we need HP. So that's gonna be a 250. That's a 150. Actually, I think it might just be best to keep spamming these. These AoEs are becoming quite a problem. Luckily, I am keeping them weakened, but they are still dealing damage. We're getting 2 more revives right here, right now. That we are. Oh yeah, he still spawns underground, so does she. And then they move when casting, if I remember correctly. So that's gonna kill him. So we're just gonna keep doing this. Until such time that deem it necessary to stop your attack.
King Avernus casts Gut Punch of Paralysis. Does it succeed?
Hey.
Critical success. You are stunned.
That was not what I would have wanted to happen, but okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do this because it gets the weakness. It's gonna just set up the shield, but unfortunately I can't help that.
Emblem of Avernal shielding, protect me.
I'm going to call it after this one. Any other ones I'm just gonna do probably solo. Off stream, and then I'll be back to running regular PvP tomorrow. So, you want this?
Emblem of Avernal shielding, protect me.
Yes, no. So this is going to basically alleviate the boosting effect on them and deal activist damage to the rest of us. Critical fail. No, that's a success.
It does succeed. You take damage.
Now, I'm probably the best one to take the damage, but that doesn't mean I like it. I'm actually going to do this because that's going to give me HP. It's going to give me a lot of HP.
vernal shielding, protect me.
There should be 100 if I remember correctly. That is a bit bad. So now we just, well, I'm gonna put that down.
Emblem of a vernal shielding, protect me.
Might be bad, but might be good. That's at least 150. And now, even if I just have to spam debuffs, we have enough of a
King Avernus casts Gut Punch of Paralysis. Does it succeed? It fails.
That's at least better than nothing. That's actually the best call I could have asked for. I think I got the balance ring.
Just
Did I get the balance ring? Yeah. I got the balance one, which may or may not be good. I don't really know. I believe it's these that people won. And they won it because of the attenuate in the tower. And they run them mostly on the defensive schools. So, this and that one and that one. So, that's going to be it for tonight. I'll probably do this a bit more to, well, I'll do this on my own. I do kind of want to get a full set of the gear, maybe for stitching purposes. And so, yeah. So, I will see you all tomorrow, and have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.